Hi, it's Brian King again, and we're on another one of our series of custody videos, and today we're talking about should my child have to testify in my custody case. This comes up a lot, and frankly there's a lot of different answers to it. A lot of my clients come in and says, well, my child's 13 and they should be able to testify and talk to the judge directly, and the judge will have to follow what they have to say. Well, North Carolina, it's not that way. There's not a situation where at this age a child gets to determine where they want to live. The primary case is the Hinkle case, and essentially what that says is that a child is evaluated by the judge, and the judge makes a decision as to what weight, or if any weight, that the judge would put on the child's testimony. If the child testifies and says that they don't understand the nature of right and wrong, well, the judge is going to toss that out. And if a child comes in and testifies or talks to the judge in chambers, as oftentimes happens, and the child is articulate and it can explain pros and cons, then very well the judge may take that not only under advisement, but make a decision based on what that child had to say. In North Carolina, I've seen judges go across the board. Most judges like to hear children testify in chambers if they have to hear them at all, and they're going to almost always take the advice that that child gives them and make a decision based on that. I think it's very difficult on children when they testify. I've seen children just break down and cry. I've seen them be very quiet in chambers. It's a situation that's difficult on everyone. But just remember when you're making these decisions that you're thinking about this in the long term. The judge is trying to make a determination of who is going to be most adequate in caring for the child, making the right decisions for that child. If one of those decisions is to have a child testify that's not ready, that's not the kind of decision making the judge wants to hear. So the answer to the question of how old does my child have to be, that's one that the judge is going to have to make at that time. But before you get to that time, it's a decision if you come to our law office, we'll talk about jointly before we get to that time. Thank you.